Welcome to Sound Mind International. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
For this month of the Christmas special of "And the government will be upon his shoulders," taken from the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, and it reads, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Now, there's some political and historical debates regarding the birth of Jesus, that it wasn't exactly around Christmas time, but nevertheless, I want us to reflect on this year and remind ourselves why we celebrate Christmas. We celebrate the greatest government that ever came on earth. Unto us a child is born, but a son is given. The gift came with a greater gift to humanity. If we look around the world right now, every citizen of every nation is looking for a change of government or demanding for their government to meet their needs. Citizens are looking for healthcare, welfare, tax relief, financial aid, education, justice, and many more. Now, I got some religious people who are going to call me heretic, but the government I'm talking about is not an earthly government. What do we do when all the earthly governments fail? Who do we put our trust in for justice? How do we deal with corruption? Who do we trust to make policies and legislations that govern our lives? What are their convictions? We have all experienced physical lockdown that has affected us financially and emotionally. We appreciate everything our earthly government have been trying to do, but they are limited. And that is why this Christmas, I bring to you good news. There's no sickness in this government. There's no poverty in this government. There's no worry in this government. There's no lack in this government. There's no corruption in this government. There are no lies in this government. And there's enough resources in this government to meet the needs of their citizens. And the government will be upon his shoulders. What is the role of a government, one may ask? To govern the behavior of the citizens, protect them from outside interference, and to provide for their well-being. No matter where you are and what you're undergoing or what you've been through this year, I want you to cast your burden and care upon Jesus, because this government cares for you. This government will meet your needs according to his glorious riches. This government will protect you as a law-abiding citizen. This government can do exceedingly and abundantly beyond what you can think or ask, but according to your faith. And the government will be upon his shoulders. Jesus is more than a swear word. Jesus is more than a baby in a manger. Jesus is more than a prophet. Jesus is more than a rabbi or a doctrine or philosophy that we have read about that provide good morals and values. He brought a government and not religion upon his shoulders. I want us all to change our thinking and reflect on our short journey in life on earth, while we hold closely those we love and cherish every moment, such as your parents, your husband, your wife, your children, your grandparents, or someone important in your life, as it were your last. I want us to enter next year, God willing, with the mentality and consciousness of our heavenly government. Some of you listening to this are going to say, "But I'm a minister of the gospel, but I give to the community. I help the sick. I did a lot of charitable deeds." But because of bitterness, strife, malice, jealousy, envy, it's going to be "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity." So let us all examine our hearts, our motives, and remind ourselves this Christmas to be grateful and maximize the time we have left and be doers of what we preach, and to be ready as ambassadors and citizens who one day will be called back to our heavenly government to give an account. And the government will be upon his shoulders. I'm not a speaker, a rapper, or a teacher, but a messenger of the Lord sent to cry out, saying, "Warn my people for me and tell them I'm coming back soon." Now have yourselves a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And until next year, keep thinking.